Correa is there on the first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out. Here's Robbie Cano now. He, of course, the most valuable player in last summer's All-Star game. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. Now Altuve fields it cleanly. He'll whip this one to first. Here's George Springer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here now the 2-2. And that's a swinging strike three in the dirt. The throw down to first, one away. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. The head-to-head with James Paxton. He's a .333 hitter. Hit back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit. Striding in for Houston, Jose Altuve, reigning batting champion in the American League. Check the swing there and pops this one up. And there's the second out as he squeezes it in the coach's box. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. He'll get us started in the top of the second. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. His career line against Garrett Cole. He's 1 for 4. Seager, right field and carrying well. Back goes Reddick. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Digging in now for the Mariners, Ryan Healy. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The next 1-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Springer. But the left fielder calls him off. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The 2-2. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Due next is Josh Reddick as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. And it's gone. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. The head-to-head with James Paxton. He's 0 for 7. Hit out towards second. Cano towards second. He's got it. And he'll turn and try the jump throw to first. And he's safe at first. Boy, a great effort, but he wasn't able to get enough on that throw. And that'll be scored an infield single. Throw over to the bag. And he is back safely at first, and that was almost trouble. 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. Payoff pitch one more time. Popped him up. Seager over to his right, and that's the second out of the inning. Evan Gattis now standing in. The head-to-head with James Paxton. He comes in as a .316 hitter. Started to go around. Striding forward now is the DH, Dan Vogelbach. 7, 8, 9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third. Hit down the line at first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. At the plate, Ichiro Suzuki. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And a fastball just a bit high.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mariners. Next for Seattle, Mike Margima. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Here's a high pop-up. Altuve waits on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Digging in for his second at-bat, D. Gordon. Second appearance here. He grounded out to start the ball game. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Reddick is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Here's Jake Marisnick. He'll start things out against James Paxton as we get the inning underway. Hit the other way out toward right field. Henniger is there. One pitch, one out. Digging in to try it again, George Springer. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. There's Segura on to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alex Bregman. He singled his last time up. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Suzuki has a read on it, and that retires the side. Striding in once again, Gene Segura comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
Springer is right there, one down. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Popped him up. Gonzalez moving to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Striding forward now, the Mariners cleanup hitter, Mitch Henniger. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Springer has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the... Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch is taken. Ball 3.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Astros right now would do anything to get this leadoff hitter on.
Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Segura has it, and that's out number 1. Here's Carlos Correa now. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Ready for another chance? Josh Reddick.
Right fielder.
Reddick behind the ball and 2 strikes.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. Paxton comes set. Here's the 1-1. Hard hit at third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is... Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Popped him up. Gonzalez in foul ground. Makes the play, 1 away. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. 2 balls and a strike to the Mariners' first baseman. Now the 2-1. Hard on the ground towards short. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner. In now the Mariners DH, Dan Vogelbach. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Struck him out. 2-1.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Reddick giving chase. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. Next up for the Stros, Brian McCann. He popped out in his first trip. Now the 2-1. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Evan Gattis now standing in, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. A bouncer to the left side. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone in the home fifth. Here's Jake Marisnick. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. And a great location that time on the corner. 3-2 now. Rounded down the third baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Ichiro sprinting after it. And that's the third out. Ready for another chance? Mike Margima. He popped out in his first trip. Bouncer up the middle. Correa has it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Digging in to try it again. D. Gordon. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here. From the belt, the pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. He's running again to short. Reined in. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close. And the tying run is in to score all the way from first. Ready for another shot now. Robinson Cano. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Springer. And that ends the inning. Here's George Springer. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here now the 2-2. He was laid off, and the count runs full. Hit hard to short. A dive, and he knocks it down. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single. Next up for the Stros, Alex Bregman, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. As a look, now the pitch. And a knuckle curve missed that time, 2-1. Here's the 2-1 home. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Healy is under it as he puts it away for out number 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Altuve. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. Cano for 1. Digging in and looking for more, Carlos Correa. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. He's running. He swings and misses. Throw down. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Pitch is high. The throw. Altuve on third with 2 out. Changeup misses, and it's full. Three and 2. Three-two pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. The 1-1. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Drilled on the ground is short. On to first, and the Astros can't cash in as that ends the inning. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Dribbled up the line. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. 1 away, and here's the left-handed hitting third baseman, Kyle Seager. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Now the payoff pitch home. Count remains full.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning. Fouled off.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Fastball hit on the ground is short. On to first, and this will remain. Riding in once again, Marwin Gonzalez. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. Seager at third. And that's the first out. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Smoked, but right into the shift. On to first, and McCann is retired here for route number 2. Digging in once again, Evan Gattis, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Popped him up. And that will conclude matters. Dan Vogelbach is next. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Maybe too much break on. Slider 2-1. This is skied out toward right. Reddick on the run. 1 out. Ready once again, Ichiro Suzuki. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Now the 1-1 pitch. In the air, out to right. Reddick has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Next for Seattle, Mike Margima. He was a ground-out victim last time up. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. Here's D. Gordon now, man at first after the 2-out walk. Pulled toward right center field. Altuve has a play, and the inning is over. Nick Vincent is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 50.
Here's Jake Marisnick, 0 for 2. He's flown out twice.
Number 21.
Hit hard to third. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Here's George Springer. His career history with Nick Vincent. He's a .333 hitter. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. One and one, here it is. Now a swing by Bregman and a ball hit well to deep left. Gone as it's into the Crawford boxes. Striding in for Houston, Jose Altuve. Could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground out for short. Mutter is up with it. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. Now at the plate, Taylor Mutter, and his guys need him to get.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Astros, number 29.
Guillermo Heredia will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Here's a high pop-up. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away. So striding forward now, Robinson Cano. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And flirting with danger on a changeup that missed high for a ball. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Springer has a read on it. And he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Last chance for the Mariners. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he ended up handing things off to his bullpen buddies in the 9th, but still,
Positioned right on the San Francisco Bay. We're live from beautiful AT&T Park. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store. Madison Bumgarner gets the start for San Francisco in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Quite frankly, one of the toughest and baddest dudes in the game.
We are in downtown Toronto at Rogers Center, getting you set for this edition of Baseball on the Show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Baltimore Orioles and the Toronto Blue Jays. Machado and Donaldson slug it out next on the show. Marcus Stroman gets the starting assignment in this one for the Jays. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Marcus Stroman, not a real big guy. First-round draft pick out of Duke University. Good power sinker, 92 to 94 miles an hour. His slider is good. Will throw an occasional curveball and changeup. His best trait, ultimate competitor.
Digging in, Tim Beckham. He will lead this one off today. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And we are underway now here at Rogers Center as the first pitch misses for ball one. Now the 1-0. And now this misses as well as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon. 2-0 now. Too tight with that one. 3-0. In the on-deck circle is Manny Machado. He'll bat next. And that one misses as well. So it's a poor start here this afternoon as it's a 4-pitch walk to get things going.
Batting second, shortstop.
Here's Manny Machado now. Head-to-head history with Marcus Stroman. He's got 3 base hits in 19 tries. He also has 1 home run. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball one.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Hey, D-Row, you better be up there ready to swing with Ricky Holiday behind the plate, particularly on that high pitch.
Yeah, and I don't like that, Dan. As an offensive player, that's the one pitch that you almost can't get to with a power guy on the mound. I'm okay with you giving a little bit on the corners, but you start giving north, it makes it super tough on the hitters.
Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0.
Wow, this is the kind of count you'd like to get your superstar hitters in, right? 3-0, you can bet he has the green light on this pitch.
A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Snuck that high, hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Beckham gets his lead at first, nobody out. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
Chopped weakly to the left. Scooped up. One there. On to Smoke, but it's too late as they'll get just the one. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn two.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster, so the key is making sure you field it cleanly and at least get one, which they did there.
In now for the O's, Jonathan Scope, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. 0-1 the count. One count and the pitch. Behind 0-2 now.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2. Runners on first with one down. Into the corner and slicing foul. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will get all the way out toward the 375 sign now. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with two runners in scoring position.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. A ball and no strikes. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. One ball, one strike to count. That misses. 2-1.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here. Now the 3-2 pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And the second run will score as well.
Hey, one of the things you want to do, Dero, is strike early, and they've done just that with a big hit driving in two.
Yeah, Dan, great to grab an early lead right there, especially when you can throw up a crooked number for your pitcher.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. Head-to-head history with Marcus Stroman. He's 5 for 7. Count now, a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Another first-inning RBI opportunity for him here. Set. Here's the 0-1. A wave and a miss. First and second now, one man out. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw over to third here, and he's called out on a close play at third. Still 1-2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Stroman comes set. 1-2 on its way. And this is swung on and missed as the 30th pitch of this inning finally does the trick. The side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Orioles 2, the Jays nothing. Dylan Bundy will be the starter for the O's in this contest. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Boy, Dylan Bundy's come a long way. It wasn't that long ago where he went to camp and he had to make the team coming out of spring training. Former first-round draft pick out of high school from Oklahoma, 94 to 95 miles an hour. Good overhand 12-6 curveball and a changeup that's getting better all the time. He's turned himself into one of the league's premier pitchers.
Into the box now, Curtis Granderson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. Matinee baseball on tap for you on MLB Network, coming your way from historic Fenway Park in. Coming to the plate now, David Peralta, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Sunshine starting to break through a bit after a cloudy morning. 57 degrees here at game time. Throw not in time, so he's able to beat one out here to kick off the ball game. Ready now for the Diamondbacks, A.J. Pollock. Check on first by Sale, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. A.J. Pollock becomes the first out of the inning. And Goldschmidt's aboard. It's a base hit. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's just 1 for 6. A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
3-2 pitch. Is swung on and missed, strike 3. So to the plate, the Diamondbacks designated hitter, Daniel Descalso. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. And a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard. And a little self-preservation down. Here's Mookie Betts. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the 3-0 offering. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game. Next up for the Red Sox, Andrew Benintendi. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. 2-1 to the Red Sox first baseman. Now the 2-1 is laid off up for ball number 3.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
A swing and a foul tip held onto by Avila, and they get the strikeout. Here's J.D. Martinez. Career line against Greinke. He's totaled 4 hits in 16 tries. He's taken him deep once. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. Stepping up now, Xander Bogaerts, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. 1-2 to the Boston shortstop. The 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Nick Ahmed.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Grounded back up the middle. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Up next for Arizona, Devin Marrero, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he misses, 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. It's in there for strike number 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Now batting, Gerard Dyson.
Batting ninth, the left fielder, number 1, Gerard Dyson.
Here comes the 1-2 from Sale. And a slider swung on and missed in the...
Next up for the Red Sox, Rafael Devers.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Dyson on the run. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Striding in for Boston, Eduardo Nunez. Career line against Greinke. He's 5 for 7. Hit to short. Throw on to first is in time, and Greinke's got himself 2 outs. Into the box now, Christian Vasquez. Try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. A little roller toward the hole. Goldschmidt will take this to the bag himself. Leading off the inning, David Peralta, and they'll need him to get something going here. The 1-2. A little bouncer. The 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Nunez in the hole. And a spin throw gets him at first. A fine play there for the first out. Digging in to try it again. A.J. Pollock. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2. And this is fouled at the plate.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Slapped hard the opposite way. And Mookie will make. Settling in now, Jackie Bradley Jr. as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And look out, that's in very tight, and it's ball 4. Ready for another chance? Mookie Betts. He drew a walk his first time up. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to Goldschmidt. A double play. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. That's lifted the other way out to left. Dyson's there. And the inning is over. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
The next 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. Next will be the designated hitter, Daniel Descalso.
Designated hitter, Daniel
The
Descalso.
2-1. Check swing grounder to the right side. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 4.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Count even at 2-2. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. Nick Ahmed would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Payoff pitch one more time. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Shortstop.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nick Ahmed. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now the 1-1 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. He's on the move again from first. Fouled away. Lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a liner. Foul. 2-2, here it is. Try it one more time for second. Pitch outside, the throw. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit. Riding in once again, Devin Marrero. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Lays off his slider that time, 2-1.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
3-1 to him now. The 3-1 pitch. And that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's
Left fielder, Gerard Johnson.
The set and the 1-1 pitch. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
David Peralta would be next. The 3-1 pitch. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2. Marte at third, Ahmed on second, Marrero on at first with 2 down.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. So striding in, David Peralta, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. 1-2 now. And that one just missed outside. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Oh, and he's hit by the pitch. And that'll be a painful run batted in. Digging in once again, A.J. Pollard, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. He's got it. Throw on to first and an important pitch. Here's Hanley Ramirez looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Missed with the curveball there, and he falls behind a 2-1. Now the 2-1 is taken, ball 3.
Well, ball 3 there, and you know the Sox would love to start an inning. Hey, a leadoff walk would be a great thing right now.
Bounced softly in front of the plate, and he'll pounce on this quickly to tag him out. Digging in for his second at-bat, J.D. Martinez. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4. Now in the box, Xander Bogaerts. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The next 3-2. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Reined in. He turns and goes to second, and they do get the out there. Striding into the box, Rafael Devers. He flew out in his last at-bat. And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now, 2-2. Bogaerts is off at first with 2 away. Hit out towards second. Marte fields it clean late. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is returned. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A shot to second base and handled for the first out. Ready once again, Alex Avila. No hits to this point. Grounded to the right. Ramirez loves it. The tag, and he is out. So to the plate, the Diamondbacks' designated hitter, Daniel Descalso. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further.
Looking at a fastball to end. Standing in, Eduardo Nunez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. And there's one away. Now at the plate, Christian Vasquez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Popped him up. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. Here's Jackie Bradley now. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Hit sharply on the ground. Marte gloves it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. And that one just missed outside. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth. Stepping into the box, Nick Ahmed. And with a big pitch here, he'll step off and rethink things. Now the 3-2 pitch. Line, but speared on a hop. And there's out number 2. And that'll bring up Devin Marrero. It was a walk in his last trip. And now he'll reconsider as he looks for a strikeout pitch. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Is looked at for ball 3. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now.
Yeah, Matty V, and the way baseball is played these days, it's about 6 innings or 100 heaves, and you're pretty much looking for that bullpen. And D-Will right now, this guy's pretty vulnerable.
And we'll have to leave it there. So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Mookie Betts. He'll lead it off for the Red Sox here in their half of the 6th. Full count still. The next 3-2. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Here's Hanley Ramirez. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ball and 2 strikes. Betts on third. Benintendi is at second with nobody out. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Hanley Ramirez. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, J.D. Martinez. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Here's a high pop-up. Ahmed has to shade his eyes from the sun, but he stays with it for out number 2. At the plate.
Number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Curveball locks him up. Strike. Digging in to try it again, Gerard Dyson. And he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go David Peralta. Last time up he was hit by a pitch. Quick check on that tying run at first. And he will hasten his way back to first, where he's in there safely. And again a throw. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Dyson off for second. A step off, and they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And in fact, he'll just look him back to the bag. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. They'll try it again from first. Pitch outside. The throw. And the runner's breaking for third. That's a strike to throw down. Digging in once again. 8. Craig Kimbrell comes on to pitch from the bullpen now in an unexpected move. He's their closer, so it's a surprise to see him here in the 7th. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Grounded to short. Gloved by Bogaerts. Pro gets him for the second out, but meanwhile the tying run is in to score. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Paul Goldschmidt. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. Got him swinging, and that will end. Rafael Devers the next to bat. He was a
Your attention, please.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. And a good idea to hold off there as it goes to 2-2 now on the Boston third baseman. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Dyson's there. And that's the first out of the inning. Stepping in, Eduardo Nunez. His career line against De La Rosa. He's gone 2 for 6. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. Ready for another chance? Christian Vasquez. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Ready for another shot now, Jackie Bradley Jr. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pollock has a read on it, and that retires the side. Striding in once again, Alex Avila. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Here There's a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Up next for Arizona, Daniel Descalso. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Bogaerts calls for it. Here's Mookie Betts. A couple of walks for him thus far. Another full count pitch home. Chopped weakly to the left. And there's one down now. Ready once again, Andrew Benintendi. He singled his last time up. 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Hit on the ground to third. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Striding in for Boston, Hanley Ramirez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. The 3-1. He's in there for a full count now, 3-2.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. And the throw to first will be in time, so the Red Sox. Into the box now, Nick Ahmed. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Devin Marrero. Go-ahead run at first, nobody out. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. Hit back up the middle. Bogaerts has it. And that's out number 1. Here's Gerard Dyson. And clearly this is a critical moment in this ball game. Go ahead run at third with 1 away. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he will look at a called third strike. And that go ahead run has to stay right where it is at third with 2 away now. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out on a good pitch. Rafael Devers the next to bat. He'll lead off the bottom of the 9th inning. A bouncer up the middle. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Digging in, Eduardo Nunez, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hit sharply on the ground. On to first, and De La Rosa's got it working now. 2 away. Digging in and looking for more, Christian Vasquez. Last time through was a base hit.
As a pitcher right there, do not be surprised if he throws the same exact pitch. He was lucky to foul that one off.
Hit on the ground is short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Now batting, A.J. Pollock. And in previous meetings with Craig Kimbrell, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. Popped him up. Vasquez over to his left. 1 down. Stepping in, Paul Goldschmidt, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. 1-1. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-2 doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Bogarts has it, and that's the second out. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila.
Number 5, Alex Avila.
Now the 2-1. Very weakly on the ground.
In my opinion, there is no one in this bullpen that relishes.
And we'll have to leave it. Stepping up now, Jackie Bradley Jr. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Hit out towards second. And the throw to first is in time, one gone. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Mookie Betts. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Slow little grounder left side. And there are 2 away now. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Avila corrals it, but the throw is late, so the inning will continue after the strikeout pitch gets away. Here's Hanley Ramirez. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. A drive to left. Get out of here! Get out of here! Gone! They win it! Santa Maria! Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
It wasn't a huge offensive day for him. He only had 1 hit, but he definitely made it count. Put one out of here that ended up being a really important swing of the bat in this one.
The final line score for this afternoon's ballgame for the victorious Boston Red Sox. 5 runs on 4 hits.